Hey guys, Dylan from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 6, Episode 9, titled The Disappeared Part 2. Jar Jar Binks and Mace Windu must find the missing queen. So, should probably address the fact that for the last 2 weeks, I haven't uploaded a reaction of this show. And well, that has to do with it being assignment period at my uni, meaning that most of my time is focused on that. Yes, I have still been doing the once a week series on my channel because that takes up less effort than everyday recording. But there's also the fact that I was getting burnt out from this show, having watched it pretty much every weekday for the last however long it's taken me to do this. But now that I've had a break, I'm back and revitalized for this series and have had this episode spoiled a bit. So, the funny thing is that when doing these reactions alongside Ahsoka, the first episode of Ahsoka lined up almost perfectly with my introduction to Huyang. Had I have kept up to date with my recordings prior to Ahsoka starting, they would have lined up perfectly. And now, this episode was meant to come out the day of the Ahsoka finale for me. And apparently, based on what was said in the new Rockstars breakdown of the finale, there's stuff in this episode that relates to that finale. And again, just coincidentally, because I didn't stick to my schedule, I missed out on having a perfect lineup. But I guess I'll just get this started in sorry, it decided it wanted to not load the page properly. Let's try this now. 3, 2, 1, go. Wisdom is born in fools as well as wise men. Yep. That's fair. Yet you couldn't sense the sphere on the planet, though. that said. Well, they're not really um being coy about what this episode involves, though that may just be my knowledge also interfering with it. And alert them to your presence. I was not expecting a line like that from Jar Jar. Mm, is this real or is this an illusion? It was real. It was just a trap. Yeah, he wasn't wrong. He did. They did bring the queen this way. It could have just been two random guys on the street, though. Come on, Jar Jar. You know from your past experience you could just walk through that and no one would hit you. Oh, you've got a couple of those things. What's that one doing? This is climbing up building while the other one's trying to actually fight. Well, at least it's fairly easy to tell which direction they went. And of course, Jar Jar managed to get on backwards. What is it with this galaxy and its new orders? Sure. Great Mother Talzin. See, that is what I knew from this episode. Um, yeah, I probably would have been able to tell it was going to be her, but she's still smoky. But yeah, I probably would have been able to tell just by them saying Great Mother, but no, may have just thought it may have been a similar spiritual thing. It just looks like they're using magnifying lenses to pinpoint the sun. Maybe start pressing all the buttons. Mace knows that he can bumble his way into making enemies attack each other. Sounded almost genuine, Mace. She does seem to be having such trouble maintaining a fully physical form. And there's the other thing. The Blade of Talzin. It sounds like the start of a like fighting game. You know, when they do the initial clash. Aim that at the focusing lenses. Could be an issue. Really thought that it was going to continue on with the Scooby Doo thing, where once it was broken, everything went back to who it belonged to. So it seems at least part of that was maintained, like getting back her fully physical form and a power boost. I thought that was him communicating with. Why did it just zoom in on the rocks? So like I said, there wasn't anything like overly special that I didn't know about. Because, well, I sort of just watch things out of syndication. But since the same things happened with multiple times on this already and with the Rebels, it doesn't really matter. I was probably going to find it out just through some um, social media post before the episode started if I had have planned on keeping up the like schedule. Because that's how it always seems to go. Like, if I'm watching something from the past, just before I get to a imported episode, something always manages to spoil it on me. Usually it's my fault by looking at like specific social medias and that I know I shouldn't based on past experiences, but also there's the tendency of sometimes I've never seen anything related to that show on that specific social media before, and it just so happens that it's going to be the one thing that spoils the episode I'm up to. But as with usual Jar Jar episode, he managed to just bumble his way into getting a victory, as he usually does. He managed to strengthen the relationship between the Jedi and the Bardoden. He also managed to strengthen Mace's opinion of him by just being the way that he is. And yeah, it seems like in universe, he's got the same reaction from people as he did out of universe. In that people eventually just can't stay mad at him. But yeah, it was interesting to see Mother Talzin again, given how she was the last time we saw her. But I'm still not entirely understanding of what she is at the moment. Because it looked like she was killed by Grievous when she evaporated into that frog form. Then she showed up talking to Savage. Then she actually showed up to heal Maul. And now she's in this semi-solid, semi-mist form, trying to get more power. And yes, I do know about her appearances in the comics that happened after this, but I don't know how canon that is or anything, so yeah. Um, but that seemed to be the last episode of this mini arc. I'm not sure whether the rest of this season is its own singular arc or if it's like a spacer episode and then the arc, but I guess we'll find out. And I'll catch you in the next one.